Hi there. Okay, it is Friday, and I hope you're all here. If you missed Wednesday, will you please take a picture of your neighbor's sheet that was filled out, and also take a picture of this, your neighbor's, take a picture of your neighbor's this, and also take a picture of this sheet. That's if you were gone on Wednesday. Um, while For those of you who were gone, while the students are doing this next exercise, go ahead and fill out from the Lion King whatever it is that your neighbor has in here. I'm thinking that you probably got to this part, but here's what I'd like you to do before Mrs. Barton starts the last half of the movie. Will you chat with each other and share what you wrote for your ordinary world, the call to adventure, refusal of the call, etc. Chat with each other about how far you got. Maybe some of you already think that he's made it through the abyss or the ordeal. But will you just chat with each other, tell each other how far you got, and share what you have? You can do that by reading out loud to each other or just by summarizing. It doesn't matter to me. But that's what I would like you to do first before Mrs. Barton starts the movie. Remember that your phone should be put away the entire time. Please do not be on them. And today you are going to finish up what we have here. Okay, so you're going to finish everything up. Okay, and I'm imagining that you will have, after you finish all of this and you finish the movie, you're going to probably have about 15 minutes left of class, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And what I'd like you to do, the last 10 or 15 minutes, Mrs. Barton, I'm going to leave that up to you, is I'd like you to finish sharing with each other where you thought the approach was, the abyss, what the reward was. What was the transformation? But was there a literal reward? Is there something new he had to accept about himself before he took the road back? Did he have one last resurrection moment? And what elixir did he return to, and how does he return to the community? So I'd like you to take some time and share that with your neighbor. And then, if you have, I do want this conversation to take place, so I don't need this to be rushed. But if Mrs. Barton notices that you're finishing up, or if she notices that you are maybe starting to get off track and talk about what you're going to do this weekend, and you still have about, I would say 10 minutes left of class, then I would like you to answer one of these two questions in a paragraph, and hopefully you can get to 100 words. In what ways is The Lion King a typical hero's journey? And in what ways is The Lion King an atypical hero's journey? Okay? In other words, how does it break from the normal course of events, or even this, how does it make some of the steps more interesting or unusual? Okay? So she'll set the timer for 5 minutes, and you can just write as fast as you can here. 5 minutes, see what comes out, what flows out after having gone over all of this. At the end of class, I'm going to ask you to file away your notebooks. Actually, do not file them away. At the end of class, because I'm going to grade these, I'm going to grade your notebooks. I'm going to grade this. I'm going to grade what you wrote about how the male and female heroes typically are portrayed. And I'm going to grade this and this. So at the end of class, will you please turn your folders, your journals, and this sheet of paper with your name on it into, and you know what? I think I'll grade all of this. I'll put it all in as, this will be summative, and then this will be formative. But if you could put all of this in, make sure that there's some notes on here. You want to annotate, even if it's just a little bit, not much, but just to know that you are following along and paying attention. And this needs to look like this. And you've got that. Okay, so with all that said, turn this in to Mrs. Barton, and I will give her a crate to put these in and collect them, and then I'll pass them back to you on Monday when I see you again. Have a great time. Enjoy The Lion King.